Bienvenidos amigos, una vez más, el día de hoy vamos a hablar de un concepto, de un proyecto muy interesante llamado Blapiece, que mezcla arte, moda y blockchain también, entre otras cosas, y estamos aquí con Viso, vamos a hablar en inglés, entonces, welcome everyone who is watching. Today we're talking about a really interesting project. We're going to interview Viso, who is the founder of Blapiece, a project that is art, fashion, lifestyle, and probably many other things. So you're gonna break it down for us today. But first of all, how are you doing, and how's life going?
Yeah, all amazing, man. Just enjoying life and enjoying the progress. Everything is perfect. So yeah, can I get any better than this?
I bet, I bet. I've been watching and I've seen progress, so I'm glad. Congratulations. And that's why we're here, because I want more people to know about Blapiece. And first of all, the first question I want to ask you is, what is Blapiece? What's an overall description of what is Blapiece?
Well, Blapiece is basically like lapias in French is it means the piece of art. Like bla is like whatever piece, like Blapiece, like blah blah blah. Also, it's like easy name to pick up. Another thing that I wanted to build um a platform not just for me, like to express what I want to showcase into fashion or into art. Like I wanted a platform for everybody else to come in. So I started Blapiece basically a couple of years ago, and the idea was first just make a hoodie, just see how people react to it, and I gave it to like one of my friends, and the reaction was crazy. I had like a couple of football players from Chelsea ordering it. I had a bunch of footballers, and I had like a couple of celebrities, even Ed Sheeran, and I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. Like maybe what I could do is make this actual brand. And then the idea came to um, get community together, build the community organically, and having different people coming together, creating different art pieces, and have, like, for instance, the first art piece that we did, we had about 8 to 10 different people, and one of the people that was Carlo, which is like from Mexico. He has over like 6 million in TikTok, and he has good following, I think, in his Instagram, social media. I had another friend who's an influencer from Mexico, who had about maybe 200,000. Another friend of mine who was a DJ, like about like 70,000 followers. And I had another friend who's a manager of who's a chairman of Citibank, who runs about $20 billion hedge fund. And I had a couple of other friends that also were there, and they were involved in creating the first piece. And it was just like overwhelming. I was like, wow, that's crazy, because what only the basically the impact, like the following just from people that helped create the first piece is up to like 7 million people. And that's without using any social media, like that's without any using like any Facebook ads, Instagram ads. It's just like organic reach from people that follow them. And I was like, okay, that's pretty amazing. What I could do more is basically create more of this organic art creation, brand building. And the goal is to reach to 1,000 artists. When we reach to 1,000 artists, basically creating different pieces, and then we're gonna do the launch. So far, we're about 220 people that came in together. We have about, I think, 25 pieces now, 25 art pieces now, and the goal is to reach to, as I said, 1,000 artists, and then launch the brand and base it in 1,000 people, not just one artist or one designer.
All
So
right,
yeah.
all right. So would you say maybe it's like an open source fashion, or there's many people involved in the creation of this designs instead of just maybe a classic fashion brand or art piece will involve maybe 1 or 2 people?
Yeah, it's bigger than that, because like what I want it to be also. It's basically, after building the organic community, have our own patterns, and then coming into different, not just fashion, different products. For instance, now we have a collaboration going on with one of my friends who owns Kinsey. Kinsey is like was at some point fourth most sold item in Amazon, and it's a hair laser removal product. And this is just an example. We're just going to bring our pattern to it, bring our community to basically kind of give it more exposure, or kind of bringing our art into it, or like our energy. And so the goal is to rebrand almost everything, like watches, cars, sofas, everything that you could possibly be rebrand. And we wanted to have, because in our community we have like designers, we have people that doing architect, we have people that doing different sort of things, and they could bring their expertise into like any product that we coming into. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
And tell me a little bit more about you. Were you before like a fashion designer or artist? How did everything start?
So like my background is it's a bit mixed. My dad is like originally South African. My mom is Sudanese. Her origin like comes between Greece and Turkey. I grew up in the Middle East. I was living in Saudi Arabia, and then came to Malaysia. I mean, while I was in Malaysia, like I came to Malaysia 2011, and then while I was there, I went to all over Southeast of Asia, a lot of Asian countries, and I was exposed to like so many different cultures. I was able to adapt to so many cultures. And then I did electrical engineering in university. I didn't have a background of like designing, but I have that the fact that I was exposed to so many cultures. I wanted kind of somehow bring all of them together into one piece. So Blapiece was the kind of the way, because like you can get to people through art, and you can get to people through fashion, and I wanted to get to people through different ways, and like to basically get them to be together and like kind of form community. Because like you could have, like let's say, you could have a couple of people disagreeing on something, like let's say, or like let's say debating about something, like I say, or say, for instance, they could be supporting different teams in football, right? But they could have different ideas of like different point of views of life. But when it comes to art and fashion, they both could share the love of it. Even if they don't share the love of like existing piece, they could share the love of like creating a new piece, creating or like making a new art piece that they could be both involved with. Like, because it doesn't matter when it comes to like creating art, like it doesn't matter what your background is. You could create something that where it doesn't matter where you come from, like what's your point of view, because all was gonna show is basically what do you feel.
Yeah, that definitely opens up a a lot of possibilities for all kinds of people, like you say. And I wanted to ask you, as a founder, what's your role in the project? Like, what do you do in the daily activities, would you say?
So basically building the community and get them together, get like kind of build the environment for them to come in, connect people, getting into like help new people to like understand also what's going on with our project. And yeah, so it's basically kind of putting things together, like putting all the pieces together. And yeah, like that's what I'm doing like on a daily basis.
And what would you say makes Blapiece special out of like, if
Um,
you can't, I would say you can't compare it to one fashion brand because
yeah.
like you said, it's more than that. But what would you say is that the
So
main differentiation?
okay, like it's one is like the only brand that's not based on one person. It's like based on 1,000 people, and actually it's more than 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, another thing that is as a brand that based on art creating and like community building, and it's not just about building the community, it's also about having building that good mindset around the community, because whenever like we have this art experiences, like a lot of people get inspired, and we had so many people actually starting their own art creation experience back at their home countries after coming into because there's so many people before they paint, or like that everybody can paint, right? But like growing up, or like being in school, you're kind of afraid to try to paint because you might think that you don't know how to paint, or maybe you might think people are not gonna like it, or might or you think you're not good enough. But when
Yeah,
you try doing that, because it's actually kind of healing process, when you do that, then it becomes more of like, yeah, actually I can do this. So it's kind of encouraging you to do something that you love, and it's at the end it's a healing process. And it's as I said, it's like a mindset trying to like to deliver to people that everything is gonna be okay.
that's great. I can testify through that because I participated in one of these paintings, and I'm pretty shy. I don't have an artistic background, but it gives you something special, like getting involved and trying trying. No, that's the main experience, I would say. So I wanted to ask you really quickly. You already mentioned like many parts of this, but what would be like the products and or the services experiences that Blapiece provides? So there's like, I think, correct me if not, but the main piece would be like this painting party where designs come up, and then this
Mhm.
designs can be put into, you mentioned hoodies, I
Like
know t-shirts,
we put
but
it
what?
into we put it into digital robot.
Uh-huh.
We have a digital robot as a model. We put it into digital robot first, and then after that we put it into like physical clothes. And then what happens, like we sell limited pieces from each design. So like for instance, this is like one of the artwork that we have done.
Mm-hmm.
One of the I think this was the second piece that we have done, second art piece we have done. And like if you see here, like this is a kind of one edition is like the neon sign kind of edition, so I just added some neon signs into it. And there's going to be like 100 pieces of each one, so of like I say 100 pieces of the neon sign one. And then we sell that, and then from that the art gets exposure. So many people know about that print in particular. And so art is more about exposure. Like the more people know about it, the more value the art like will own into it, right? So basically all this um merchandise are kind of to promote for the art piece itself. And then at some point this art piece going to be auctioned digitally and physically. So because now like we're gonna reach to that stage when we're gonna have like hundreds of people like knowing about this merchandise. Let's say for example, if you could have like a football player, like I don't know, millions of followers, or like influencer like hundred thousands of followers, all these people are gonna know about this artwork itself. So when all these people know about it, it's gonna give the art more value, as I mentioned. And then we're gonna auction it at the end. So at the end, kind of comes back to art,
Mm-hmm.
and fashion is kind of a way to get into people and to get to community and to kind of build even more and more. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds really great. Reflection about it, how you are saying that all kinds of people get involved in this piece, and they could have 10 followers, but they can have 10 million followers, and since they are
Yeah.
involved in this art, they're proud of
Yeah.
it, right? They're gonna show it
Right.
to everyone, and that adds value to the thing.
And yeah, and each one, like I say, as I mentioned, like that involved in the process, like saying creating this art piece itself, like they are part of the community. And when this art auction like digitally, like they get royalty, of course, of like the sales of each art piece.
All right.
So this is like
That comes to
kind of,
my next question, actually.
yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you, how does blockchain fit into Blapiece? What kind of blockchain integrations do you have in the roadmap?
So it's Borkadot for now, and it's like what you wanted to do basically, as like as I said, when people come in, like to create like becoming part of the community, help creating the art pieces, they're gonna have their own wallet, and they're gonna have their own like basically NFTs. And whenever, like let's say the brand, let's say sells digitally, like I say, when we auction this digitally and like on a robot as an NFT, or like as a digital art, it it will pay back into people that help creating the art piece, or the product that we're gonna put into our community.
All right.
Or
So would you say like there would be like one NFT per art?
yeah,
The people who are involved in the creation of that art will get one of these. So there's like
exactly.
a history, and you can track it back to the person who is involved.
Exactly.
All right. And what about maybe governance or another kind of token like fungible? Do you have anything in mind in that
Yeah,
area?
so of course, like eventually we're gonna launch our own token as well. But like I think that's gonna come a little bit later, like after actually building bigger community and having so my idea is was like I wanted the token to be more of utilizable in real life, like where you could actually not just buy merchandise with it, like clothes, like where you could actually use it into like a holiday to stay in a certain place, because we have some people that involved already in a project that they're on development projects, like we have some reset projects that are already involved in a community. So what what I wanted to be is kind of be more utilizable, like utilizable in real life, where you could actually use it. So till then, we're just gonna build basically this base. So when we're ready, once we're ready, then of course we're gonna launch the token.
Great,
So
great.
yeah.
And you mentioned the base, but I wanted to ask you where's the base of Blapiece? It's based in Bali, and does it reach
So,
overseas or
yeah,
it's
so
not there?
like at the moment, like we have a base here in Bali, and what we well, I mean, Bali is kind of our home now, but we want to be everywhere. I mean, we are actually kind of everywhere. Like we just came from Dubai, from Abu Dhabi, about maybe a month ago. We did this art collaboration with um this gaming facility. One of my friend opened like a new gaming facility in Abu Dhabi. It's the biggest gaming facility in UAE. And what we created basically, it's we did this portrait of Emirati woman, and we had about maybe 35 people painting on the portrait, and the painting is supposed to go for auction and given out to charity. So we're gonna do more of this kind of art experiences that goes to like good cause, like in Asia or Middle East or in Europe or in South America, if we needed that. And yeah, like it's because our goal is kind of to put people and community together just through art. So we don't want to just be based in one place, we want to be everywhere.
All right. What are your plans for the maybe medium to long term? Like maybe you can tell us if you have anything in planned for 2023.
So 2023 is basically to reach the 1,000 artists, and also like I'm planning out like a festival that I'm gonna be doing about, but the festival gonna be kind of based more about art creating and community building. I'm having also a collaboration now, like on we want to talk like to with this company that just signed up for Porsche for Formula One in Monaco. They want me to design like the suit for the driver. There are like on-talk collaborations that are going on like with different communities as well. Will be announced like throughout this year. But for now, it's basically just building the community, and I'm enjoying the progress. It's been amazing, and creating just more art pieces.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the snowball effect happening. And that's what I wanted to ask you next. Maybe someone who's listening right now, watching, wants to get involved. How can they? Maybe they want to go to a painting party in Bali or contact you for anything. How can they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. They can reach out right away. Like they can message my personal Instagram or like Blapiece Instagram or like yeah, very easy to reach. So and they always welcome whoever wants to come by and um, paint. Like they always welcome. Like anybody is welcome to join, and we'd be happy to have them.
That's great because I know there's many kinds of people that go to Bali, and that's why it's an interesting place. And I definitely think
Yeah,
it's a great spot for this
exactly.
project to be born.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to tell you, maybe I missed something. You want to add something so for anyone to listen that maybe I missed out?
Well, for now, like I think we pretty much covered everything, but we're gonna be making more videos like soon, and uploading more videos about our art experiences and our like progress. Everything is going to be on our Instagram or like on our Twitter. So yeah, like I think this was pretty good.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'll leave your links in the description so anyone who wants to can get there. And well, thank you for the time. I definitely think this is a great approach. Also, I'm very excited to see the blockchain
Yeah.
integration since most blockchain projects involve like DeFi. There's NFTs, art, but not so much fashion yet. And this
Yeah.
goes even beyond fashion. So it's gonna be interesting to see the evolution of this project. So thank you for your
Thank you.
time, man.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye bye.